Hello, mortals. How are you doing today? So, I'm finally getting back to the whole, recording thing that I'm, supposed to be doing for content creation. I, planned on doing it last week, but due to a trip that I took to Alcatraz, ended up not recording on the days that I planned on recording because those are my weekends off, or weekdays off. And then I ended up slacking after work every single other day this weekend. So I'm doing it today because, honestly, I just need to do this sooner rather than later. Because one of the main things I want to talk about this episode... I hope that didn't come through my mic. This episode is my trip that I took to Alcatraz. Because why not? I took a trip to Alcatraz. Might as well fucking talk about it on my podcast. Well... I guess this is podcast. No, I've already talked about how it is podcast, yes. And I classify it as a podcast on YouTube. But point being, I'm going to start off with what I saw in Alcatraz because it was an experience. So before we get to actual Alcatraz, let's go with how I got there. So obviously, my introverted ass did not go alone. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Oh crap, I need to look at that censorship thing for YouTube. I might be in trouble. I guess that's for monetization, so I guess it doesn't matter now. I can't be monetized. But obviously I didn't go alone. I went with a friend who actually originally wanted to go because if it was up to me, I'd never go to Alcatraz of my own free will. Unfortunately, they asked me, and I can't say no to them. They're too good of a friend. So... yeah, I ended up going with them because they didn't want to go alone. And I was like, why not? I'll go with you. I don't really want to go to, prison, a famous prison at that. But sure, why not? We'll go. We'll go. Ugh. And so, woke up before the butt crack of dawn even caught up, went to our flight, and because hotels are fucking bitches, we got there super goddamn early, and obviously we couldn't get to our room because hotel check-ins are like at 3 goddamn p.m. and we got there like 10. So, yeah. So, we ended up being lost. I convinced my friend, hey, let's go to the hotel anyways. Maybe we'll be able to drop off our bags instead of just carrying them around like fucking dumb fucks for 5 hours. And it took her a while, but I convinced her. We went there, and yeah, we couldn't check in, but lo and behold, they did hold our bags for us, so we didn't have to carry them around for 5 hours. Or how much time. I'm not doing the math right now. I don't want to. That was nice, but then just walking around at first was so confusing. Because I'm from Colorado. Colorado's streets, primarily in both Denver and Aurora. I'm not sure about the other locations, but in Denver and Aurora, they're extremely gridlocked. Like, they are very, very grid-like. Outside of the actual housing areas, but even that's like not that bad. San Francisco, oh my fucking god, those streets were confusing as hell. Not to mention, I couldn't tell which direction I was trying to goddamn walk. I was looking at Google Maps trying to get to our hotel. It was so goddamn difficult. So goddamn difficult. The rail system was easy. That was nice. The trains, rail system, trains, same thing. Doesn't matter. That was super easy and simple to understand. Sorry, I'm drinking 2 different drinks. I'm drinking a wine and lemon water. And I drank some of the wine, and then my throat went, no, too dry, fam. Okay. Yeah, and also, oh my god. Trying to drive in San Francisco? Absolutely not. I would never want to get my driver's license if I lived in San Francisco. Oh my lord. Absolutely atrocious. But the little attraction, well, I say attractions, just there are so many quaint little shops compared to Colorado, because like Colorado, I think I've seen like 2 or 3 in like the entire area I live in. There, you throw a stone at a building, it probably has some quaint little shop that's cute, like some quaint little like in diner thing, or just like a little shop thing. There's so many like cute little shops. It's adorable. I love it all. My wallet didn't, but I did. Honestly, we spent most of our money on food. There's expensive food, but it tasted real good, especially the seafood. Oh my goodness, so much seafood. I loved it. And although we did end up spending most of our time before Alcatraz at just Pier 39, just because we booked we booked a hotel close to the fair for Alcatraz, so obviously that means we're going to be close to Pier 39. And if you're anywhere near that area at all, you know Pier 39, because it's very clearly a tourist trap location. And oh my lord, there are so many good restaurants and shops over there, dude. Like, oh my goodness, it's so nice. And it's honestly a really nice place to visit. We actually the first day, my friend really wanted to go to an aquarium, and lo and behold, Pier 39 has an aquarium, so I ended up going there. And if post me can not be a lazy dumb and actually post some pictures on screen, but it's really fucking nice, especially compared to like the ones here in Colorado. Like outside of like the really big ones, like I think there's like, I don't know how many there are here. All I know is that I never been to a true aquarium, and the aquariums that I have been to are like super super tiny and pathetic. But this one, oh my goodness, it was so cool, dude. It was so cool. The jellyfish, the little hermit crabs, the little section with like the more land creatures, the sharks and the gigantic fish. Like, the pictures I have do not do the sizes of those creatures justice. Holy crap, they are big. They're probably bigger than me. I'm 5'7", 170 pounds. Like, good lord, some of those fish were definitely bigger than me. But honestly, as someone who just likes non-mammalian life a lot, that's weird to say that. It was really, 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 really fun. And was another thing. Trying to remember. Oh, that's something dumb to talk about. I almost totally ended up getting scammed because a dude was like handing out like CDs and shit, and I was like, sure, I'll grab the CD. I'll take a listen to it. Why not? I'll support an artist. And then the bitch is like, oh, you can give me a tip. And it's like, nah, I don't carry cash. And then he pulls out the fucking scanner thing. Oh, it's alright, you can tap your card here and here. I'm like, fuck no. And we just walked the fuck away. Meanwhile, my friend from the original party is like, no, let's go. Let's just walk away. I'm like, no, I'll be nice. And that was a fucking mistake. Walk like 10 feet past them and fucking threw the CD away because I'm like, yeah, no, that's definitely fucking virus on that fucking thing. Not fucking risking that bullshit. And Jesus fuck, dude. Oh, that's what I get for trying to be nice about something so dumb. You almost gets completely and utterly scammed. Absolutely not, fam. I'm not that stupid. Is there any like good food restaurants that I remember going to? Like, not really. Like, there are a lot of good places over there, but none that truly stood out and been like, oh, this is the best thing I've ever eaten my entire life. No, it was all just really good food. Like, I can't recommend one over the other, and honestly, I can't remember the names of any of the places we actually went to, because I'm bad with names. And yeah. Once again, like, none of them, like, truly was, like, the best experience I've had in my mouth. That's what she said. So, honestly, just go anywhere over there. You'll find some good food if it's in the category of food that you like. Hands down. Don't worry about it. Your wallet's not going to like it, but your mouth will. Oh my goodness, more sex jokes. And then the second day, we obviously ended up going to Alcatraz, which actually being there was, that was a trip and a half. Because Lord have mercy, it's like, it doesn't look that big, like, on maps and from far away, but actually being on the island, that place is massive. And learning, like, the history, how it, like, originally was just a rock, it literally just rocks, just a big old rock out in the ocean. And then the government went, hey, the gold rush happening. We gotta stop people from being bad at the gold rush. So then they had a military outpost put on there. And obviously, because now that people are living on it, they're like, all right, we don't like that it's just rocks. Can we bring up, like, dirt and flowers and trees and stuff? And so they did that, which, learning that all that crap was carried over because people were upset that it was just a fucking rock is hilarious, honestly. And then after, for so long, they went, all right, and they, like, over-prepared because they were, like, ready for this place to, like, get raided. They had so much prep and everything for this, and then they just went, nothing's happening. This place is not getting used for its intended purpose. This is not a good thing. So, I don't remember how it came to be, but then eventually, it got turned, I think it originally was turned into a military jailing facility, was what it was. I'm not double checking any of this, I'm going purely off memory. You can double check me if you want and type it in the comments. Engagement's key, thank you, I appreciate it. But the thing is, oh my goodness, I lost my train. Oh, right. I don't remember if it had it before the military stopped using it for its intended purpose, or if it was after. I'm pretty sure it was after they stopped using it as an outpost. They basically used it as a holding facility for, like, people who needed to be disciplined in the military. Which, if I remember right, that part was actually, like, relatively light. It wasn't too bad. But then, something, hey, let's make it a super secure jail that no one can escape from. It's gonna be great, fam. And for 29 years, Alcatraz stood standing. And I'm gonna spoil it right now. Do you know the reason why Alcatraz got shut down? Because I didn't know this until the tour guide told us. Alcatraz got shut down because it costs too much money to operate. Yeah, it's wild, right? Because the thing is everything had to be shipped onto the island. There's no water on the island, so that has to be shipped. It's too far away to, like, make a piping system or anything, so you have to ship the water. There's no food on the island, so that has to be shipped. There's no other kind of, like, resources or anything, so that has to be shipped. And there was a point where, I think this is before it was actual prison, kids, actually fared, from school on the boats and crap, because, the military had their whole families living on there. And it's actually pretty cool. I think... No. I think it was while the prison was running that was happening. You could have your family on there. But I think one of the coolest things, though, is I didn't know Alcatraz participated in the whole rehabilitation program thing, and the one that they did it with was gardening, which, oh my goodness, thinking of Alcatraz prisoners, one of the main ways you get in Alcatraz is being extremely violent. So, giving them sharp ass goddamn objects, yeah, it's absolutely wild that not only did that actually pass, but it worked. Like, when I remember from the tour, it didn't end up being a problem, and now there are a bunch of like lush, like cute little garden things. Once again, if post me is not a dum dum dum, I will post pictures of the flowers up there. Now, the thing with Alcatraz is it's also a nature reserve, which honestly didn't know that until the tour. I didn't know it was a nature reserve. And that's one of the main things. And I think I'm pretty sure part of that was because of the combined effort of a bunch of Native Americans or indigenous people, whichever is more proper to say. I'm pretty sure it's indigenous people. But point being, a bunch of them, after Alcatraz got shut down, basically camped out on the island, and the government was like, oh, well, we can just outlast them. Let them stay on their little island for as long as they could. And they underestimated the grit and determination of these people, let me tell you. Because now, it's beautiful. It's beautiful because now it's an actual place that we can look at and admire. Not only America's kind of fucked up history, but also the beauty of nature, because so many birds nest there, and it's really cool. But also, there's this water tower that the protesters. I don't remember what the message was. I didn't take a picture of it. I should have took a picture of it so I could remember it. But point being is they wrote something on it that was inspiring and all that. And when it started fading and construction was going on, when they're getting ready to make it this a tourist location, they were like, "Oh, we'll just get a bunch of people and we'll draw it out." And then an indigenous dude who was helping them out with it was like, "Whoa, what the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, we're gonna fix it up to help keep the message alive." It's like, why aren't you hiring natives to do that? And now, anytime it fades, they hire indigenous artists or graffiti artists or whoever to come and refresh the line art or the message or thing. And honestly, Alcatraz has so much with its history. It's wild, dude. It's completely wild. I'm so surprised. And honestly, I wish I could remember a lot of the stories that were told inside a lot better, but I'm sorry, I'd have to listen to them a couple of times to truly remember them. Because unfortunately, I'm a visual and auditory learner. I have to do both at the same time to truly to hold things a little bit better. And the stories were just audio, so it was hard to do that. Also, did you know Alcatraz is a goddamn dungeon? Yeah, it's a fucking dungeon. Absolutely wild. But I ended up not taking really. I think I only took one picture inside, and that was a gun that I ended up having to send my friend because she likes guns. Everything else was outside of a selfie that I took with a hard hat on. And that was... I just didn't feel comfortable taking pictures inside. I don't know what it was. I just had vibes of like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to take pictures inside Alcatraz. Obviously, there's no like actual like wrong reason, and no one like discourages you from doing it or anything. I just had a feeling I didn't want to do it. My friend took a lot of pictures. She took a lot, but me, I did not. Also, it's absolutely wild being there. Also, I didn't realize Alcatraz is where the term slammer came from. Also, the mechanism for the doors, oh, absolutely wild. So, how it works is there's like these levers at the end inside of a pole, and it's not electronic at all. Like, it's 100% engineering, and with the little like lever magic bullshit, you can actually like choose to open all doors on a level on one side, or you can do it for specific doors on one side, and you can even, after unlocking the doors, walk over and unlock and just push open the doors themselves. And it's like, oh my god, this shit is so fucking complex. That's so fucking cool. Absolutely cool. Honestly, it was absolutely wild. Like being inside the building and hearing the stories and hearing everyone's personal experience through the audio track. Oh man, honestly, as much as I did not want to go there originally, I 100%. If you hear this and you're thinking about going, if you have extra money to spend, do it. Go visit Alcatraz, listen to the stories. If you can afford, once again, if you can afford it, I recommend the tour guide, the true like heavy tour guide one. You don't have to. Just doing the normal basic tour would be fine, but still, listening to the stories that was told, all the things that the tour guides told us, it was such an experience, dude. Like, absolutely wild. And there's so much history just on that little island for the 29 years. Actually, even past the 29 years that Alcatraz existed, because Alcatraz, the prison, was only open for 29 years, but then you had the military outpost that was before that, and the fight for the indigenous people to take their land back because it was rightfully theirs in the first. I mean, that's an entirely different tangent, but point being, Alcatraz has a long history than just a prison, and and it's so much more than just a prison. And if you can, I recommend visiting. I really do. It puts a little bit more of life into perspective. It's really weird. That being said, my fucking friend who wanted to go to Alcatraz has this thing. I don't want to judge her for it because it's past trauma, but god fucking damn it, she has to be so fucking early to the point where and instead of just taking a slightly later flight, we ended up having to take an early one. And instead of just sleeping at the hotel for 3-ish hours and taking an Uber, we ended up walking to the airport and staying in the airport overnight to make sure we could make the flight. Honestly, the Uber is a fair point because it was fucking $80. Fuck. But that was not fun. That was, oh boy, we slept I'm pretty sure we slept so hard after we both got home. I know I did. I slept for a solid 2 hours before the dogs woke me up. Oh boy. And then I just passed out even longer after that. I can only imagine how hard she slept after that too. I think she had to go to work the next day too. Yeah, that was my trip to San Francisco to visit Alcatraz. It was really fun. I didn't get too many souvenirs. I only got a hoodie and some crabs, but I like what I got. Oh, and a necklace. I also got a necklace. I think my friend only got a hoodie, and we both got sweets. Yeah, there's this, I don't remember the name of it. No, there's this fudge candy shop, and the shop attendant there, she was precious. She was an absolute gem. Fake or not, she had the personality, and she was such a charm. I will die for her. She is great. She was wonderful. If by some miracle she hears this, keep doing what you do, boo. You're fantastic and you're loved. I love you. Yeah, that is Alcatraz trip. Honestly, I would love to go back to San Francisco at some point in the future to just like do like shark diving or something. I know the person I went to Alcatraz with does want to like swim with sharks or do shark diving or something like that, which may do in the future. I know I definitely want to do that too. I love sharks. I would love to be in the water with them. I'd be terrified out of my ass, but you know, it'd be just too cool not to pass up. Anyways, I can now. Also, with Spirit City, I'm trying the taskbar. Look at that. I checked it off. Alcatraz is done. Now, if you're looking at my screen and that's happening in the background, I have my next point is work sucks, which God, work sucks. So many people are so fucking stupid, dude. Like, I know when you're shopping, you try not to think too much, but it's like, oh my God, dude. Like, I had someone who legitimately made me think I need to call someone to pick this person up because they are not suitable to be by themselves. Because while I was trying to do a store sweep, I had someone come up to me and be like, where is aisle 2? And I was baffled with this stupidity that I just walked over, pointed at it, it's like, that's aisle 2. And it's like, no, the aisle that is number 2. Yeah, it's right there. And he waddled off to it. I'm just like, what? How do you? It made me so concerned and pissed off because it was such a stupid, baffling question. Honestly, it probably wouldn't have pissed me off so much if I didn't also get someone asked me where the fuck the butter is while just staring at they asked me where the yogurt was while staring at butter because I couldn't comprehend. Maybe I should walk around the dairy department to find the fucking yogurt. And honestly, stupid motherfuckers are the most frustrating thing about my goddamn job. Like, there are people who have like you legitimately can't find certain items like Biscoff. It's a special kind of cookie. You're going to look in the cookie section. It's not the cookie section. It's in bakery for some fuck off reason. Still don't know what the reason for that is. It's dumb. But that's a reasonable one to ask. If you're trying to find a specific brand or something and you're just not seeing it, that's a fair thing to ask. But when you come to the maintenance guy, you are 5 feet away from the laundry detergent and you look me dead in the eyes and go, where's the Tide? I want to punch you in the fucking face because why are you allowed to breathe? It's not hard. Use the things that you biologically have and stop being I'm not allowed to say that. Stop being stupid. And it's just honestly, every single day it's getting even worse now. Like, I'm just like I just after doing my stuff that I start out with, I just keep getting in the mood of I just want to go fucking home. I don't want to be here, but I need to be there because unfortunately I need money to live and I don't make money off of any of my sub things to be able to quit. And I don't have nearly enough savings to just quit and hardcore focus on this. That's for damn sure. Absolutely not a thing I can do right now. I hope so in the future I can. Because I know damn well if I don't just drop to the minimum amount of hours I can, I'm just outright quitting that fucking job. Because, oh my God, once again, I hate dealing with stupid people. Like, I know I'm going to deal with stupid people on YouTube. That's just a fact, but there's something different about it being an internet, that there's a chance of it being an internet troll to someone who's in a grocery store who's legitimately so brain dead stupid that you wonder if you need to call someone to pick them up because you're not sure they properly function. And I know that's a mean way to say that. I know there's legitimately people who do need that and whatnot, but it's a different thing when it's supposed to be an apparent normal person being that empty. It's so frustrating. Not to mention, my work's doing the dumb thing of, oh, all our departments are full, and it's like we have half the people in our store total that we had like 5 years ago. And I'm pretty sure the only reason the store did it is because the union made us get paid more, and the company went, well, we're just not gonna have as many people work for us. Ha ha, take that. And it's like, that's so fucking stupid. You are so fucking stupid. I hate corporations. Corporations can fucking eat a dick. Seriously. Ugh. No. That's enough of work sucks, because I just wanted to vent, and after talking about Alcatraz and how good the mood that made me, no, I don't want to be this negative. I don't want to be this negative right now. No. I know I wanted to talk about this before because I was frustrated. No. I want to stay in a good mood. That is what I want. So, that's what we're going to do. So, we're going to move on to the next topic, which I just added another one because I wasn't sure how long I was going to talk about Alcatraz or work sucks. So, I just threw in character design because, honestly, that's something I am super, super intrigued with, which I'm definitely going to be bringing up so many times. I don't know how I'm going to bring it up, but I know I'm going to be bringing up character design a lot. So, it's funny because growing up until I was like 22, could not give a fuck about character design. Literally did not give a single fucking shit. And the reason for that, I didn't think about it. I liked what I liked, and I didn't think about any deeper meaning at all. And then sometime after playing League, or actually I think this is around the time I was quitting League, I came across some stupid motherfucker from Europe whose ethnicity I can't remember. I know he's some type of descendant of Scandinavia. This dumb motherfucker, who's a brilliant bitch, love you. He started making videos about explaining character designs and rating like League of Legends character designs and all that stuff. And in case you couldn't already tell, because I don't know if I reached that part of the internet that actually know him. It's TB Skyn. TB Skyn really got me into character design as a whole. And now one of my goals, well, not a character designer, I want to be a monster designer. That's one of the main goals that I would love to have. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get there, but it's definitely up there it's definitely one of my 4 dreams. That's for damn sure. And it's so interesting looking at stuff now and how different I view things now, because I remember thinking when I was younger, man, the villains always look so much cooler. Why don't the heroes look like the villains so that people think they look cooler? And now being able to realize, oh, the heroes look quote unquote less cool because it's a more comforting design. It's a more heroic design. It's a more peaceful design. That's the point of the hero's design. Well, the villain is a more aggressive design, a more harsh design, a more destructive design, a more fearing design. And having my brain basically rewired from TB Skyn's videos, looking at it now, it's so weird, because I still don't know the point where I basically just went, I understand now. It just kind of happened over time. There's not like one point, I guess. It's very interesting. And well, I have no plans to make videos like TB Skyn. Every once in a while, I'll probably make at least a section of my podcast about like character design of some point, just because it's fun to talk about. It's fun to talk about how characters look and what their meanings could be and all that stuff. It's fun. I probably won't do it too often, but there'll definitely be some times where I'll just be like, hey, did you see this? I want to talk about this. After all, it's my podcast. I can do what I want. That's how this works. That's how you get your audience. You talk about what you want to talk about. After all, Isn't that how that goes? Or at least that's what I'm told is how it goes. Yeah, honestly, I think that's all I want to talk about, though. Wait, I don't... Yeah, no, I think that's good enough, to be honest. Because I talked about Alcatraz for a really long time. I vented about work, and I did a little bit of talk about my love for character design and all that stuff and how I got started. Which, I know it's not too much. I'm still learning. I'm sorry. But I do hope you enjoyed your time here, because I enjoyed talking today. I had a really fun time talking today, especially about Alcatraz. That was really fun. It's really nice to reminisce on that. But, if you enjoyed your time, please leave a like. And if you would like to see more content, please subscribe. I truly hope you have a very lovely day. Goodbye.